Let this sink in. They want you comfortable being uncomfortable. Just absorb that. You're going to be comfortable being uncomfortable. You know, I'm an implant to Texas. And I love Texas. This is an amazing place. I've taken some of the tactics that I utilize in business in other cities that I've lived in, and I kind of incorporated with what's not so norm here and what is norm here, and created myself pretty well established business with a lot of different ventures added to it. But last night I took a trip through Austin. I took a trip through San Antonio, Round Rock, Waller, Brenham. Couldn't sleep. I just rode out. San Marcos. And I noticed something. I see a few communities with homes starting at 400, 500,000. And I'm thinking, damn, who's affording this? I know there's money here, but who's affording this? But then I see a little small corner at homes starting at 170s. And they look like if you cough too loud, it'd fall down. Just to pacify you for the American dream. There is no American dream. You got to be asleep to dream. And a lot of you are walking around asleep. I looked at this area in the hill country where the gates are like 30 feet tall. Homes starting at 3 million. And I said, these are like compounds. Then as you see the new construction of highway, I don't know if you guys use highway out here or interstate, but on those highways, the main highways, you see stacks and stacks and stacks of apartments. I mean, I've never seen so many apartment projects being built in San Antonio and Austin. There are just stacks of them and stacks behind them. And I'm like, wow. I remember at a time that there was new housing development and the government was selling you this dream. Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, and all these other different lenders, and interest rates are down. But I'm thinking like, damn, who is it benefiting? No one's buying homes like that. Look at the income structures now. Look at AI taking over all the jobs. Not all of them, but taking a lot of jobs. Look at all the digital systems that are in place. And I'm thinking to myself last night, I'm like, why are all these apartment complexes? I mean, they're everywhere. So it kind of like dawned on me. And tell me in the comment section, please, am I reaching? Am I reaching? These highways on both sides, stacks and stacks and stacks. Are these preparations for what they're calling 15-minute cities? And then I'm looking at the amenities. The pools are way bigger. There's certain grocery stores. But the businesses you would normally see in other cities years ago are changing. It's like they're only putting the essentials in these areas. So in these 15-minute zones, you have to be able to get what you need to get when you get off of work, and then you're locked in. Then I'm looking at, and I keep riding this wave, and people are like, oh, you're beating a dead horse. Where these data centers are located at, and how the water supply works. Think about this for a second. The average apartment complex, I did my research. I've been up all night. has 215 apartments. And if you have 10 apartment complexes within a 4-mile strip, just on one side of the highway, that's a lot of people just on one side. And now on the other side. And then there's a break of a shopping center, a grocery store, and then 10 more apartment complexes. How is this water going to be distributed if you have thousands and thousands of people on top of each other? Think about that for a second. They're really going to control your water. They're going to say between the hours of 8 in the morning and 2:30, water's off. And then between 10 at night and midnight, you have a limited pressure because they're going to gauge it, whereas how many people may use the bathroom. And you guys say, oh, he's reaching. You can think what you want to think. Think about that. These big centers are going to be soaking your water, and now you're going to be on a time schedule to use water in a 15-minute city. Now, some of you are old enough to remember this, and I encourage some of you to go back and look. There was a movie came out in 1993 called Demolition Man with Sylvester Stallone. Go back and watch that. They put the blueprint out there of what they're going to be doing to us in the future. Go back and revisit some of these old movies. And some of you watched these movies back in the day and you were entertained. Now your entertainment is you're going to be comfortable being uncomfortable.